Hello, Loite. Welcome back to my channel. I know there are some of you there waiting for this video, so let's get back to business. Kind problem. I'm actually using English in most of my videos, especially studying abroad, even if I know that my grammar is not perfect, because I was once like you before looking for informations to study abroad, and I know every single information is very essential in your application. And I can still remember before that whenever I saw some videos for the application, and I always felt disappointed because they are using their native language for those informations and without subtitles in your videos. And I couldn't understand. Looking for information which you rely only to some testimonies in social media platforms is kind of challenging. And that's why I told myself that when my application will be successful, I will also share my process in English language so that those aspirants who also want to study abroad, they could understand whatever race, nationalities they have. And actually, during my application last year, I can still remember that those people, students who helped me during my application are not my fellow Filipinos. Though I got the kindness that I did from other nationalities, and I was very grateful for that. That's why right now I'm making videos and I'm using English so that everyone could understand. Will you be able to work here in Austria as a student, and will this be enough to sustain for your living expenses here and for some other expenses? The answer to that is yes. I am working here part-time, and at the same time I'm also studying my masters, and I'm only relying to my income here as a student, and I am surviving. So my answer to that is a very big yes. You can survive here just with the salary that you receive from your part-time, just by working 20 hours per week. And also I have to say this that having enough for your living expenses mainly depends upon your lifestyle, because if you want to spend much, then of course it might won't be enough for your living expenses. I mean the income for your part-time. And also I have to say that every month you need to save something for your tuition, because you are also paying tuition here. So in my case, I always make it sure that every month I save 150 euro from my salary, so that I have something to pay for my tuition, because I'm paying 750 euro every semester. And yeah, you just have to do some little budgeting here for your salary, and everything will be fine. Salary range for student, I think it range around 700 to 1,000 euro per month. Yes. um because there, I think the lowest salary that you can get as a student here is like 9 euro per hour, and the maximum, it depends upon the company. And yes, and also like of course you want to earn bigger money like 1,000. Okay, it also depends upon how many hours you work per week, because there are students who only work 15. There are also some students who work 20, 25, or even 30. So it really depends upon the salary per hour and how many hours per week you are working. For this one, you just all you need to do is to wait for the email, or whenever you are asked to show the money again in your bank account when you're upon getting your residence card. Because in my case, I was not asked again to show the proof of fund when I got my residence card, but I also heard some students that they were asked to show the funds again in their bank account. And transferring the money to your Austrian bank account, it also depends with the officer, because there are some officer that they will not ask you to transfer the money in the Austrian bank account. And there are also some officers that they will ask you to transfer the money from your home country's currency to your Austrian bank account. So just wait. And also, you also have to ask to the officer um, before going, before you pick up your residence card. This question is the same from the previous one. My answer to that is yes. If you work part time here, just 20 hours per week, it would be enough for you to sustain your living expenses. Even your tuition you can save every month. But then again, it also depends upon your lifestyle, because if you want some lavish lifestyle, of course, working 20 hours per week won't be enough. But if you know how to save and spend like a student, then you can survive. The answer to this one is yes, I am studying master's program here in Austria. This one is a very kind information from someone who is also preparing for her applications in going here in Austria, and she shared this very important information because I haven't really been checking the Austrian embassy website since I arrived here in Austria. So it's from her, and I can show you the evidence for this kind of information, and you can check it by yourself in their website. And thank you so much for this information. Whoever you know who you are, who sent me this message. There's no need anymore to legalize the documents when it is already apostilled by the DFA. So this is a very, very big advantage to us Filipinos, because legalization is expensive, I know. And it's very good for us. So I hope a lot of students will apply to go here in Europe, Austria particularly, because Austrian embassy, they are giving us this kind of advantage. And by the way, this information also is only in the Philippines. And I think those are my remaining pending questions that I have to answer. And there's nothing left. And if I forgot some comments to answer, then you can message me or comment again. And I will be gladly to answer those questions. So see you in my next video. Ciao!